You must learn to place value on yourself. You need to believe in yourself because God has created you with so much on your inside. You are a product of God's Spirit. You are a product of God's breath. God created you out of the most finest and creative and valuable resource, His Spirit. You have so much on the inside. So you need to understand that what you carry on the inside can be released. Therefore, you must think positive about yourself. It is your responsibility to place value on yourself. Learn to place value on yourself. It's a skill. It doesn't come by impartation. You need to build the capacity to value yourself. You see, you must understand that the root of all identity crisis, the root of low self-esteem, the root of low self-worth, comes from the inability for an individual to see what God has made of him or her, to see what God has put on the inside. So it is important to understand that if you must place value on yourself, you must understand that God created you to be an object of value transfer. You carry so much on the inside, and you must see what God is saying. You must believe what God has said concerning you. You must see it. Your perception matters. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Your life predominantly is driven by your thought. So the thought pattern you present is actually what you live. So it is important that you have a positive mindset about yourself. Think good. Think pure. Think the best about yourself. Don't compare yourself with others. You see, people's opinion about you really doesn't count. You don't need to begin to measure your life with how others look, with what others say, with what others are doing. The measurement of your life is not given into the hands of others. It's in your hands. Don't compare yourself with others. Have you not heard the Bible said those that compare themselves with themselves are not wise? Why? Because you are created uniquely. You must understand that you were created uniquely. Acknowledge and deploy your inner worth. There is something on your inside that is meant to be manifested, that is meant to be expressed. But before you can express it, first you must acknowledge that you carry something on the inside. That is what the Bible says, that the communication of your faith becomes effectual by the acknowledging of every good thing that is in you. What you don't value, you cannot communicate. What you will manifest is dependent on how you acknowledge it. So you have to acknowledge that you carry value on your inside before you'll be able to transfer that value to others around you. A value not appreciated cannot be transferred and cannot be useful even to its host. So it is important. Rejoice in your uniqueness. Rejoice in the fact that you have so much on the inside that God has deposited in you. Rejoice in the fact that God has placed value on you. So place value on yourself. If people appreciate you or say good things about you, take it. Don't lead a mindset of, please, you people are flattering me. No, take it. I'm not saying you need to be proud or you need to begin to feel pompous, but when people appreciate you, accept it and say thank you. You are placing value on yourself. That's the only way you can communicate effectively what you have on the inside. If you don't have faith in what God has placed inside of you, you can hardly do anything meaningful in life. Because it is faith that makes you move. It is faith that makes you act. It is faith that makes you react. Your response to life's challenges, to life's issues are dependent on your faith in God. Your belief controls your response. So it is important that you have a bold front about yourself. Be courageous. Challenges will definitely come. When they come, face them boldly. Every challenge has a solution. Every problem has a solution. So don't parade yourself in low self-esteem, in low self-worth, and begin to feel you need to be accepted in a place where God has made you king already. When you don't have value for yourself, you hardly will participate in any good venture. You feel not accepted anywhere you find yourself. The opinions of people begin to define your reaction, begin to define your decision, begin to define your response, and eventually defines your life. You cannot enter into any credible relationship with low self-worth. Nothing can happen to a man that has low self-worth. Nothing good can happen to him. So you need to arise from that low self-esteem perspective and begin to esteem yourself high as God has made you. Place value on yourself. It is your responsibility. So go out there. Do the things that you've never done before. Say the things that you've never said before. Positive things. Think positive thoughts that you've never engaged before because of fear. Place value on yourself. I beg you. It is your responsibility to do that. Nobody will do that for you.